Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Shiesty Nurse. Let's talk about this whole EBT shit. Okay, I see a lot of black folks on here. Talking about they about to loot stores and do all these things, and I'm just like, I'm a kid that I'm a kid. I'm a grown ass man, but I was a kid that grew up on EBT. My mom, when she got her citizenship, took advantage of that. Me and my siblings, we all grew up on it. But the difference between me, my mom, and other people that I know and other black people that I know, when we made enough money, we got off of it. That's what EBT was supposed to be for. It's to help those who are in need, but to not help to be to the point where it becomes a crutch. And the thing is, that's unfortunately with people that look like me, that has become a crutch for many people. My mom and many people who do, use EBT, some of them, want to just continue to get this benefit and they don't have to work. And the truth of the matter is, it's supposed to help you in your time of need. And your time of need shouldn't be all the time. You have to have some type of ambition to get off of government assistance. You have to have some type of, you just can't, and if you don't, you just can't just be okay with the government taking care of you. Now, wounded veterans, people like that are disabled, people with developmental disabilities, people that, those folks, I have nothing against that. But if you're an able-bodied person, why would you want to continue to get something for free? It takes character to want to work and to be a contributing person. When I say contributing person, that means that what you take, you give back to the pot. That means you should elevate yourself to a point where you get a job and you're working and you contribute back to that same pot that you took from, like I did. Like I was a kid, we grew up on EBT, and I'm a nurse now, and I'm giving my taxes are giving back to that pool of money or that pot of money. And I just think that it's just disgusting to see that people who look like me lack so much ambition sometimes. And I'm not saying, and this is not really a white or black thing, because everybody knows it's a very easy statistic to look up. There's like about 40 to 50 million people that take SNAP benefits. The majority of those pool of people are white. And so this is not really white. I'm just talking from a black standpoint. As a black man, it's like, I hate to see my people just be angry about that a benefit from the government is being cut off. It should be like, damn, instead of you should be thinking like, maybe I should get my life together so I don't have to be at the mercy of the government. You know what I'm saying? Your life shouldn't be at the mercy of another person, your livelihood. And that's what you should be thinking about, not about how you're going to steal, but how you're going to, I don't know, if the government is going to cut this off, how can I feed my children? Oh, I'm going to go steal? There's tons of jobs out here that you can be working. Right now, the people that are not getting paid that work for our government are doing Uber. My thing is, I feel like, yes, I get it. Desperate times comes for desperate measures. But I feel like when it comes to my people and certain Americans in general, and this is why immigrants come to this country, the ones that come here legally, come to this country and look at black people and then look at Americans begging for handouts as like y'all crazy and turning to crime like y'all crazy, because desperate time, and desperate measure doesn't mean that I'm going to go commit a crime. When people are desperate, they'll do other things. You can do other legal things to get money. You see people that come to this country from other countries, they're selling guineps, they're selling tamales, they're selling all types of things on a platform, while another American that's been here, who have been living here, has all the rights and everything that they can get from here, begging for money. And then you wonder why people don't respect us in as far as our race as black people, and respect us as Americans when they come here and they see even white Americans complaining about it. So for me, the EBT, like, everybody should take a breath. Clearly, I think Trump is going to do something about it. Obviously, I'm not a fan of him, but he funded the WIC program with the tariff money. We have a lot of tariff money. It's only going to be about $6 billion. So I think all this outrage, I think even Trump has an understanding that people have to feed themselves. But at the same time, I do agree with the work requirements, because it's supposed to be an assistance, not something that's going to supplement the food in your fridge. It's an assistance. And it's not something that you should be living off of. And instead of thinking about how to steal and be upset, you should start thinking like, yo, remember this feeling. I remember one time when I was down financially, and it was because I was working at a job that I didn't like. and something happened there on the job. And I was like, I never want to feel like this. I had just signed off on my first house. And I said to myself, I don't ever want to feel at the mercy of a job or at the mercy of any entity to depend on my paycheck. So what I did is I took financial responsibility and I was determined to say, you know what, I'm going to make other sources of income for myself so that I'm never just solely dependent on any entity, government, or person to help feed my family. And that is the American way. That is what America should be about. And that's what Americans and Black people should be about as well. I think that's a very fair way to put it. So if you like this video, please follow me. Go follow my community at Breaking Barriers. We can have more conversations. Peace.